परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्
श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षी सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती समान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परम शिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त विरदावल्यरंजित ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परम सकल भेद केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु सर्वध्वजस्थापक शैव समयकर्तृ सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रश्री महामण्डलेश्वर अटलपीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात् परात् परात्
राजाधिराजाय प्रशक्यशाकिने नाम
चेतन पूर्वक ऋषभध्वजस्थापक शैव समयकर्तृ सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रश्री महामण्डलेश्वर अटलपीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात् परात् परात्
राजाधिराजाय प्रशक्यशाकिने
Told you there's an AI that was trained on knowledge that is thousands of years old. Not scraped from the internet, not generated by another AI, but real, ancient human wisdom, digitized for the very first time. We're talking about 20 million source texts, 2 petabytes of curated knowledge, Over 60,000 people who helped make it happen. And at the center of all of this is one person whose life's work made it possible. Today, we're talking about Ask Nithyananda AI, and why this might be one of the most important AI projects happening right now. Stay with me, because this one is different. Let's start with a problem that most people don't know about. The biggest AI companies in the world, OpenAI, Google, Meta, they're all hitting a wall. The industry actually calls it the data wall. They've basically run out of good, fresh, high-quality text on the internet. And nobody knows where the next source of real knowledge is going to come from. That's where Ask Nithyananda AI comes in. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, known as SPH, has spent over 50 years gathering, living, and teaching spiritual knowledge. Not just philosophy. We're talking about practical sciences, agriculture, medicine, food, physics, cosmology, law, economics, urban planning. All of it rooted in the oldest living traditions on the planet. And for most of history, this knowledge lived in manuscripts, in oral traditions, in books that very few people ever got to read. SPH's contribution here is not small. It is the entire foundation of this project. His teachings, over 200,000 hours of recorded discourses, his books, his courses, his spiritual programs delivered across the world, the knowledge he received through his guru lineage and his own realizations. All of this became the backbone of what Ask Nithyananda AI is today. Without SPH, there is no Nithyananda AI. Simple as that. Now here's what makes the scale of this hard to fully wrap your head around. Over 60,000 contributors worked together to collect ancient sources. They preserved manuscripts. They digitized scriptures. They organized traditional sciences into searchable knowledge repositories. The result? 20 million digitized source texts, 2 petabytes of proprietary knowledge, 121 specialized AIs, all working together inside one system. This is not a chatbot built over a weekend. This is a civilizational scale preservation project. Think of it like building a national library, except the library also answers your questions in real time. Now let's talk about what actually makes this AI different from everything else out there. Most AI systems are built around one goal. Answer the question, complete the task, move on. Ask Nithyananda AI is built differently. It runs on an AI constitution, and that constitution is based on the Hindu concept of Dharma. Dharma, at its core, means living in a way that is ethical, truthful, and life positive. And the entire AI is designed around that principle. It also covers the 4 aims of human life from Hindu philosophy: your material well-being, your relationships and joy, your search for meaning, all kept in balance. A 2024 study from Emory University looked at what happens when you train an AI on religious texts. The result? The AI got better at identifying hate speech for every religious text they used. But when they trained on the Vedas specifically, the improvement was the biggest of all, around 14%. That's real research saying grounding an AI in ancient wisdom makes it more fair, more responsible, not less. Now let's talk about value, because the numbers here are striking. Leading AI systems, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, Perplexity, were all independently asked to assess Ask Nithyananda AI. They looked at architecture, knowledge assets, societal impact, and future potential. The commercial valuation came in between $20 million and $500 million. The total social and economic value, between $3.2 billion and $11.5 billion. The heritage asset value of the 20 million texts alone, approximately $3.3 billion. And the value delivered to each active user, between $5,300 and $20,000 per year. These are not marketing numbers. These came from independent AI assessments. So what can you actually do with Ask Nithyananda AI? You can ask it questions about health, relationships, purpose, and daily life, and get answers rooted in thousands of years of tested wisdom. You can explore ancient sciences that were never available.
Nithyananda, Kailasa welcomes you all to this extraordinary spiritual season of the Avani Tiruvila Brahmotsavam. The Avani Tiruvila of Kailasa is a grand celebration of the cosmic play and divine sovereignty, a living reawakening of the miraculous Leelas through which Paramashiva, as Sri Somasundareshwara, anchored enlightenment upon the planet Earth. It honors a timeless era when the Supreme Consciousness transcended conventional rules and the physical laws of the cosmos to shower boundless grace and unconditional love upon every being. Through these 64 sacred happenings, Madurai was transformed into the ultimate playground of the divine, establishing an unbroken lineage of spiritual awakening and cultural heritage. This sacred festival forms an eternal bridge between the golden age of the Kailasonnata Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita, the Madurai Samrajyam, and our contemporary realm. At its core, it commemorates the divine coronation of the Sri Somasundareshwara Pattabhishekam, where the administrative authority and cosmic authority are handed over to Bhagavan Somasundareshwara himself to rule over the entire universe. Today we honor the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasonnata Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the direct embodiment of Somasundareshwara Swami. By reviving this ancient spiritual kingdom originally established by Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is spearheading a monumental global revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma and re-establishing the living enlightenment ecosystem through the restoration of the Kailasonnata Shyamalapita Sarvajñapita. Let us now offer puja, where we mirror the neurological activity of the higher vertical time zones. Today, let us gain access, offer our deepest gratitude, and worship the deities Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshi Ambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam and his deities in Kailasa's temples around the world.
Om Sahasradala Pankaje Sakala Sheetarashmi Prabham Varabhayakarambujaṁ Vimalagandha Pushpambaram Prasanna Vadanekshanam Sakala Devata Rupinam Smare Chirasi Hamsakam Tadabhimana Purvam Gurum Om Jivan Mukti Purishaya Shrikanthaya Namostute Namo Halasya Nathaya Shankaraya Namo Namaha Shrimat Sundara Nathasya Devim Shafaralochanam Kalaye Hridaye Nityam Kadamba Vanavasinim Atha Dhupaha Om Dashangam Gukulopetam Sugandham Tasumanoharam Akreja Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihyadam Shri Sarvadeva Devi Sarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramasivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshi Ambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swamine Namaha Rupamaghapayami Atha Deepaha Om Satyam Trivarti Sanyuktam Vanhina Yojitam Maya Grahanamangalam Deepam Trailokya Divirapaham Shri Sarvadeva Devi Sarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshi Ambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swamine Namaha दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतां सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति। द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे पौंजी भवति। पूर्वै मुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुन्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति। चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि। शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम्। परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्। सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Nithyananda. We welcome all the viewers here with us today for today's live Satsang and Darshan with the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. As we are all experiencing this divine Darshan with the Supreme Point of Hinduism, let us take a few minutes to invite and welcome all our friends and family for today's Darshan. Since 2006, before social media became a trend, the Supreme Point of Hinduism spearheaded simple enriching through digital platforms to reach the international audience, built Kailasa, and established over 11.5 thousand digital media assets with 108 languages and in 150 regions around the world. As we are all enjoying the darshan, let us take a few minutes to share the darshan on YouTube. All of us can open YouTube and head over to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. You can make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon to stay up to date with all the latest videos and information from Kailasa. After that, let us enter into the live that is currently going on, the YouTube live. Make sure to click on the live that is going on, open the live video, and in the live chat section, you can post your prayer requests and the blessings that you want to request from the Supreme Point of Hinduism. You can post those as comments and receive the direct blessings of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. Also, make sure to like the video and share the video with all your friends and family on WhatsApp, Facebook, and all the different platforms that you are active on.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram and search for Kailas as SPH Nithyananda, which will show the official page and handle of the SPH. Make sure to follow the page and then click on the profile picture, and when you do that, it will open up the live darshan of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, where you can like the video and in the comment section post your prayer requests and offer your gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Point of Hinduism.
The next platform is X, formerly Twitter. All of us can head over to X and search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. The X platform, all of us can head over to X and search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Twitter handle of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. And make sure to follow if you're not already following. And the topmost pinned post will be the live that is currently going on. You can post your prayer request using the hashtag AskTheAvatar to receive the direct blessings from the Supreme Point of Hinduism. And also make sure to share the live on X with all your friends and family.
The next platform we have is Facebook. All of us can head over to Facebook and search for Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam, which will lead you to the official page of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. You can follow and like the page, and then going down, you will see the live video happening where you can like the live darshan and share the live with all of your Facebook groups and Facebook pages that you are a part of, so it notifies and it shows up to all of your extended circles. And then in the comment section, you can post your prayer request and your gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Point of Hinduism.
Next, we are going to be entering into the Kailasa's parliamentary voting segment.
Millions of people delay medical care because they cannot afford consultation, treatment, or medicines. Homeless people, uninsured families, and vulnerable individuals are especially affected. The Supreme Point of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has called upon Kailasa members to reach homeless people, shelters, and governments to communicate that Kailasa is providing refuge for all, including support for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. The question to all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament today is, which outreach policy should Kailasa prioritize for the refugees of all initiatives? Option 1 is focus outreach on governments and public welfare departments. Option 2, prioritize partnership with homeless shelters and humanitarian organizations. Option 3, launch global social media awareness campaigns about Kailasa's refuge. And option 4, establish direct community outreach to homeless and medically vulnerable people. We invite and welcome all the members of the Chitsava Parliament to head over to kailasara.org/Hindu-votes and cast your vote for the today's topic.
The next is for all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament. The question is, how should Kailasa members implement the Refuge for All initiative? The four different options are: option 1, contact government departments and formally communicate Kailasa's refuge services. Option 2, reach every local homeless shelter and connect with its administrators. Option 3, create and circulate multilingual social media campaigns and digital resources. Option 4, organize local teams to identify, approach, and guide people requiring refuge. Now, all the Rajya Sabha members of parliament can head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your votes for today's topic. With this, let us all continue to experience the divine darshan with the supreme founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thank you, Nithyananda.
ಚಂಡತಾಂಡವಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನಾಮೂರ್ತಿ ಗೌರೀದಾಂಡವಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ನೃತ್ತಮೂರ್ತಿ ಭುಜಂಗತ್ರಾಸಮೂರ್ತಿ ಭುಜಂಗಲಲಿತಮೂರ್ತಿ. I bless you all with Paramatvaita. All the Paramashivasena program participants from Tiruvannamalai, Inibisa, Bangalore, Adi Kailasa, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasa-vasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors for joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into perpetual completion with root pattern. Anything which you have other than samadhi is pain pattern. Sit and complete, rewrite, Whoever believes they have pain and the world has pain, do the samskara dahana kriya of deleting, completing, and rewriting, recreating. So complete, delete, rewrite, recreate for next 48 days. So Paramashiva's direct message from Mahakailasa: enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, it is the end of struggler. Listen. Enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, but it is end of the struggler. The missing piece of the puzzle of human life is not that you have not found what you want, it is that you have not yet discovered who is wanting. Listen. You can transform your whole life within one day, 24 hours. Just if you use your emotions, whatever powers you have, your emotions to identify who is wanting. Listen. Look honestly at your own life. From morning, you are searching for money, for recognition, for the right relationship, for security, for respect, for somebody who will finally understand you. And after all this searching, you become exhausted and you ask, why am I still not fulfilled? The question is, listen, that question, that why am I still not fulfilled, is the true beginning of spirituality. Not because you have become religious, not because you have bought 5 books on enlightenment and placed them respectfully on your shelf so they can become enlightened while you remain exactly the same. I have seen people buying my Gita books and asking me to autograph. I also autograph and send my commentaries on Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and I also autograph and send when they ask. They keep it in the puja room. Sometimes after 3 years, 4 years, when I go to their house for Pada Puja or accepting Bhiksha, when I go to their puja room, first to plus, usually when I visit any devotee's house, first I will go to the puja room. I will see the book unsealed, unopened, not a single page read. Forget about reading, it's unsealed. I ask them, why? They say, Swamiji, we do puja every day, Swamiji. Hey, Bhagavad Gita is supposed to be read and digested, lived. You keep the pot full of nectar and do puja whole day. Will you become immortal? Hey, you need to drink it. You need to digest it. You need to make it as part of you. Today I am going to reveal to you Sadhana Chatushtaya. 4 powerful sacred emotions that have the capacity to make you experience Paramashivatva and whatever you want instantly. The good news is you can trigger them. The great news is you can do it today. All you need is you need to trigger them and let them express through you with total intensity. Listen. Your emotions are not obstacles on the spiritual path, and they are certainly not mere psychological weakness. When consciously directed, they possess the power to completely restructure your consciousness. Sometimes it does not take years of disciplined practice to change your direction in life. It only takes one authentic emotional breakthrough, and that breakthrough can absolutely happen to you today. Listen, in my own life, I have seen these four emotions not only giving me enlightenment, ultimate Paramashivatva, I have seen in my disciples' life, whoever uses these four emotions, they achieve the ultimate. The four sacred emotions I want you to understand and unfold before you manifest. I want you to manifest Vairagya. The first, Vairagya. The sacred disgust with unconscious living. Vairagya, the sacred disgust with unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination between the eternal and temporary. The decision, the deciding power is Viveka. Mumukshutva, the burning desire for the ultimate truth. Burning desire for the ultimate truth. And Drida Sankalpa Nishta, the unshakable resolve that never gives up until self-realization is complete. Listen. Understand these four words. Disgust. Vairagya, the sacred disgust for the unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination. Discriminating decision power. Mumukshutva, burning desire for the ultimate truth. Drida Sankalpanishta, unshakable resolve that never gives up until the self-realization is complete. Understand clearly? Adi Shankaracharya himself, in the opening verses of the Viveka Chudamani, named these exact four as sadhana chatushtaya, the fourfold qualification without which no sincere seeker can truly walk the path of self-knowledge. What I am revealing to you today is that these are not dry philosophical categories. They are the very same four inner movements ordinary people already use every day to chase wealth, status, success, anything you want. Today, I am showing you how these same four fires, rightly directed, become the engine that carries you straight into the living state of Paramashiva. Behind all four of these emotions is the fifth force, action, sadhana, without which even the most sacred emotion remains nothing more than a beautiful lifeless seed lying dormant in the soil. The beginning of the spirituality is not finding new answers, it is finally asking the right question. Listen. The first sacred fire, the sacred emotion is vairagya, spiritual disgust, sacred disgust, the powerful inner cry that finally declares, I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconsciously. Vairagya is not depression. It is not escapism. It is not hatred of life. It is the piercing clarity of seeing that your current unconscious patterns are simply too small a container for the infinite being that you are truly are. You truly are. Vairagya is not hating life. It is refusing to ask small things to do the job of God. Look at something very ordinary. You buy a phone. You are excited for 2 days. You are happy. On the third day, you are checking whether a newer model has arrived. You wanted the phone. You got the phone. Now you want the cover. Now you want a better cover. Then you discover someone else has a better phone. And suddenly yesterday's dream device has become today's evidence of your suffering. The object changes. The structure of the mind never changes. You got the relationship. Then you get the fear of losing it. You get the position. Then you get the burden of maintaining it. The world does not merely give you objects, the world gives you responsibility. The world gives you the responsibility of protecting the objects. Ask yourself honestly, am I living my life, or am I maintaining a collection of things I once believed would make me happy? That question is Vairagya, beginning to awaken. Adi Shankaracharya lists Vairagya as the first of the four essential qualifications of the sadhana chatushtaya. See, the book he names it as a Viveka Chudamani. But the first qualification he describes is Vairagya. That's a funny thing. He did not name the book as Vairagya Chudamani. He names the book as Viveka Chudamani. But when he lists the four qualifications, the sacred emotions which can enlighten you right away, the first he lists as Vairagya. The first he spells out as Vairagya. Our own tradition is full of ordinary human beings in whom this fire exploded like lightning. Like lightning. I can give you the list. Arunagirinathar, Pattinatthar, Valmiki, Tulsidas, Nachiketa, Dhruva. I can give you the long list. Arunagirinathar was so disgusted by his life that he claimed the temple tower at Tiruvannamalai to end his life in despair. In that very moment, Subramanya caught him and turned his sacred disgust into enlightenment and manifested the ecstatic devotional poetry of Tiruppugal through him. Then Valmiki, he was just forest highway robber. The highway which is moving through forest, he was just forest highway robber. Ratnakara was cracked open by a single question from Maharshi Narada. When Narada asked, would his family share in the sins of his crimes, the answer of no ignited Vairagya, so total that he sat unmoving in meditation until an anthill grew over his body, and from it emerged the sage who gave the world the Ramayana. Pattinatthar, a wealthy merchant, saw a message left behind by his son. காதற்ற ஊசியும் வாராதுகான் கடைவழிக்கே. That single word shattered him completely. Means that even the broken needle which can't be used for stitching, that every needle will have a ear where you put the thread, that thread hole, the needle which is not useful, because the moment the thread hole is broken, the needle will not be useful for anything. Even that needle will not come with you forever. Even that you cannot take with you. That one statement. காதற்ற ஊசியும் வாராதுகான் கடைவழிக்கே வைராக்கிய awaken in பட்டினத்தார். Angulimala, a feared killer wearing a garland of human fingers, met Buddha face to face and seeing Buddha's compassion, his own violence became unbearable for him. That Vairagya got triggered. He woke up. The Vairagya is awakened. Bhartrihari, the king poet, disillusioned by the hollow nature of a love he trusted completely, and walked away from his throne to write Vairagya Sadaka, Yagnavalkya, at the height of his worldly success, distributed all his wealth and walked into the forest. Not because he failed at life, because he had succeeded at it fully enough to see through it, and his Vairagya got awakened. Kabir, Sant Kabir, a simple weaver, looked at the religious pretensions of his time and said, I do not see God in either of your houses. Turning his disgust towards the hollow ritual into some of the most direct devotional poetry in our language, he became enlightened. The day you become genuinely disgusted with your own laziness in meditation, your half-hearted sadhana, and your habit of postponing, your liberation to someday, that day marks the true beginning of your life as a sincere seeker. Paramashiva Swarupa is such. The moment you understand, he takes over. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to concentrate. You don't need to hold the bhava. You don't need to hold the space. The moment you understand, he takes over. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, he takes over you, and you are in Paramukti. Paramamukti. Listen intensely. When you are focusing on the source, when you are completely centered on observing the observer, witnessing the witness, on the source of who you are, in that Swarupa, Paramashiva lives as Swarupa Tirumeni. That Swarupa Tirumeni is what is the creator, sustainer. He is the rejuvenator, and he pulls you out of delusion and he liberates. Listen. What I am teaching you is the highest Uttama Uttamottama sadhana. Just if you understand it can take over. Even if you understand, actually, if you start observing the observer, you will see how what do you want manifest, because the observing consciousness is not a passive dead matter. It's a very active, high frequency cosmic source. It just manifests what you want. All you need is only one thing. By focusing, observing the observer, if you even experience once or twice what you want is manifesting miraculously, you will be so enamored. That source consciousness, that supreme consciousness will take over you. Listen, once you see the gym is making your body as you want, the biceps growing, abs, shoulders, naturally the gym takes over you. Once you see the pranayama strengthens your inner organs, and after the pranayama your face becomes fresh, eyes become sharp, all the senses are so alive. Once you see the result, then pranayama takes over you. Nobody needs to push you. You start doing it. You feel it as your part, your life. You are here for that. I tell you, exactly same. Exactly same way. Even once you focus on the source, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, whatever you want starts manifesting miraculously. Simply that your Swarupa takes over you. Paramashiva is inside your Swarupa, having Swarupa Tirumeni. The supernal effulgence, super conscious form. I tell you, this Chaturmasya, these 4 months till the Navaratri, all of you focus on this Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva, and take refuge in Paramashiva's Swarupa Tirumeni and enrich the world with this Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative of Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's Kailasa's Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo is not just about providing a safe haven like good food, good shelter, good clothes, and good medical care, good lifestyle. No. It provides good food, good shelter, good clothes, good care, good medical care, all of it. And it provides the real abhayam ecosystem where you can completely take refuge at the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and become Paramashiva. Providing this ecosystem is the ultimate Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo. Projects, purpose and fulfillment. So understand, take refuge into the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and enrich the world with Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo initiative. All the Kailasavasis, Rajya members, Chit members, reach out to every homeless shelter in your country. Reach out to every homeless person in your country. Reach out to your government that Kailasa is providing refuge for all. You need to know, even the rich countries, many rich countries, common man can't afford health care. How many of you know? 92% of Americans have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. Listen, just within last 48 hours, there was an article, there was a news in Vian, WION. They say 92% of the surveyed adults have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. The survey have done over 1,500 US adults by a financial services firm. It found with young adults being the worst affected. According to the study, more than 94% of those in the age group of 18 to 28 have said that they have put off treatment for financial reasons. Followed by Americans between 29 and 44 years of age. The report says that the findings have highlighted a growing disconnect between having health insurance and feeling financially protected. The rising medical bills are allegedly pushing many American families to postpone treatment, cut back on essential spending, or fall into debt. Gender also plays a big role, and according to the study, women are more likely than men to delay medical care. Age and insurance status has further influenced those decisions. An uninsured, listen, according to a February 2026 analysis by a healthcare marketplace, an uninsured visit to a doctor office costs an average of $171 in US across major US cities. The financial strain is completely widespread. Around 85% of Americans say that they carry medical debt. A February poll by an American not-for-profit organization estimates total medical debt at 220 billion US dollar, or nearly about 960 USD for every adult with medical debt. A 2025 survey by the same American not-for-profit organization has found that nearly 1 out of 5 adults said that their health deteriorated after skipping a doctor's visit. Amongst the people in the age group of 64 and younger, that the number has jumped to 42%. Prescription medicines are also becoming less and less affordable. Another study by the American not-for-profit organization has found 31% of adults had switched to over-the-counter medicines because prescription drugs were simply too expensive. 19% admitted skipping doses or splitting pills to make their medication last longer. Healthcare costs across the United States are reportedly also rising amidst higher inflation. So listen, millions are suffering. You may think how Kailasa can afford to provide all this, because we found the dharmic way of living with the natural law of the cosmos. So natural law of the cosmos, listen, when you live in the natural law, with the natural law of the cosmos, you will be naturally awe with the cosmos, and whether physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationships, all that happens in such a supernatural way or naturally superb way, we are able to afford to give refuge for all. So, all Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, initiated disciples, Kailasavasis, take this as a Guru Vak. This Chaturmasya, Swarupa Samadhi, Paramashiva Swarupa Samadhi, take complete refuge in Paramashiva Swarupa and enrich the whole world with this Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo initiative. This is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa for this Chaturmasya. Focus your life on this too. Blessings to every one of you. As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, Tripurantakamurti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai and Guinea-Bissau, Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis and all e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into experiencing Paramashanta, which is Shanti-based Shakti, Bhakti and Mukti. Paramashiva's direct message from Mahakailasa. Grahanam. Listen. Grahanam. Digest every heavy secret of existence. Listen. Right now, your brain is like a mouth filled with dry, unchewed food. You are scrolling, watching, and cramming information in, but you are not swallowing any of it. You are not digesting any of it. That is why you feel heavy, confused, and stuck. No matter how much you learn. Listen. Through this satsang, I am going to rewire and tune your brain through initiation, awakening the power of Grahanam within you. Awakening the power of Grahanam within you. Every truth I reveal in this discourse is not just information, it's a direct transmission that will literally rewire your neural pathways, reprogram your Antahkarana, and initiate you into the ultimate truths of existence, so that what once felt impossible becomes your lived reality. Today I am not going to give you more food. I am initiating you into Grahanam, the ancient science of dissolving complex problems into water, so they flow through you effortlessly. By the time I finish this sentence, you will realize that the hardest concept you have been running from, breaking the reality and trying to understand, is mathematics. Uniting everything and understand the core, through the core everything, is enlightenment. If we have just one more class in the schools, I'm not saying there should not be mathematics class. Along with mathematics class, the next session should be the science of enlightenment. Then the world will be totally different. Many times I feel bad that Hinduism has been branded as a religion in the Western understanding of religion. Hinduism is actually the pure science about everything. Science which is not adulterated by the funding corporate companies with a vested result expectation. See, any scientific study, research, the result comes exactly as the funder wanted. Whoever is funding that study or research, whatever result he wants, that only comes out. And don't ask me how. I won't get into those details. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma is unadulterated, pure science. That is why our rishis disowned the whole society or being funded by someone, being influenced by someone. They sat in forest and did the whole. See that science component of Sanatana Hindu Dharma was kept away from the society's good and bad, right and wrong. Even not only the funding positive influence, even the defamation negative influence. Our rishis kept themselves completely away. See all the Puranas, where it was revealed in Aranya, Naimisharanya. Taruka Vana. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a pure science. It is not religion as per the Western definition of religion. Grahanam is the power of cognizing. It is the ability of the soul to perceive, to grasp, to understand, to digest any concept, any situation, any reality as it is. The Paushkaragama, one of the most detailed Shaivagamas, describes this with the absolute precision. Listen to these truths. Kaladi pasa patalaha grahagatvena tat siddher nacha tat grahanam vina grahana bhava tasya grahagakas शून्यवत् स्थितः तन्निवृत्त्यर्थ Madavdu Mayato Chayate Kala Tado Vidya Kala Tatvada Bhuta Bohartam Atmanaha. It's a beautiful verse from Paushkaragama, 5th chapter and 7 and 8th verse. Kaladi pasa patalaha grahagatvena tat sittir nachatat grahanam vina grahana bhava tas tasya grahakasya sunyavat stitaha tannivrityartha matautu mayato jayate kala tato vidya kala tatvada tado vidya kala tatvada bhuta bhogartam atmanaha tado vidya kala tatvada bhuta bhogartam atmanaha. The soul is associated with the power of cognizing, Grahanam. The ability of cognizing is effected in view of the thing to be cognized. In the absence of the thing to be cognized, the ability of the soul to cognize would remain only as a void. For the sake of removal of the obscuring substance known as mala, first Kala Tattva originates from Maya, then Kala Tattva originates Vidya Tattva as the subsequent bondage of the soul. This bondage of Vidya Tattva is effected in view of the Buddhi Tattva, where enjoyments are stored in subtle form. Listen. Listen. Whenever I recite the Sanskrit verse and its meaning, the original Shastra Pramana and its meaning, 99% of you just shut down. I request not to shut down and develop taste for the original Shastra Pramana and understanding the original Shastra Pramana. And I tell you, satsangs without Shastra Pramana is like a concrete. Satsangs with Shastra Pramana is like a reinforced concrete. RCC. The life is million times more. I always feel if Osho has used the original Sanskrit verses, of course, he has commented almost 100 Hindu scriptures, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Avadhuta Gita, Yoga Sutras, Vijnana Vairava Tantra, and almost 100 Hindu scriptures he has commented. But always he has used only the English translation and commented on it. It's really, if he has used the original Sanskrit verse also in his satsangs and translated and gave the translation and commented, the life of his message and mission would have been million-fold. stronger, larger, deeper, power. I'm no one to judge him. Surely I won't judge him. He's something great. No, I won't judge him. I'm just giving you an important understanding. Maybe he also saw the people shut down. The moment he utters the original Sanskrit word, people just shut their brain. That might have been the reason. But in his Hindi lectures, he uses all those original Sanskrit verses and he uses exact original Sanskrit verse and breaks them and explains. Unfortunately, in his English lectures, the original Sanskrit words missing. Maybe due to people like you all who just shut down when I recite the original verse and give the meaning. Anyhow, even if you shut down, I am not going to stop. I am going to continue to keep this original Shastra Pramana and original translation, then revealing the deeper secrets, decoding, demystifying. I'm going to keep this trend because only this way for generations it's going to be kept alive in purest form, unadulterated. Listen, your soul has the power to cognize, the power of Grahanam. But this power depends on what it cognizes. If there is nothing to cognize, your Grahanam remains empty, like a void. The problem is, your Grahanam is currently cognizing the wrong things. It is cognizing limitation. It is cognizing fear. It is cognizing the reality tunnel created by your Antahkarana. Today, I am initiating you into the power of Grahanam, the power to cognize reality as it is, not as your filtered inner instruments shows it to you. I tell you, the only thing Arunagiri Yogeshwara gave me is, he just established me into this. Parama Shiva is only manifesting, digesting, doing everything. He is perceiving, he is responding, he is digesting, he is seeing. This one experience gave me the assurance anything he does, he reacts, he responds, he behaves, is going to be only good. It always ends good. Always I am the one who is having the last laugh. A small story. A father was bragging about his daughter who had studied painting in Paris. This is the sunset my daughter painted, he said to Uncle Sam. She studied painting abroad, you know. Uncle Sam said that accounts for it. I never saw a sunset like that in this country. Do you see? He did not even look at the painting nor the actual sunset. He already knew it was wrong because it did not match with his internal template of what a sunset should look like. His Antahkarana, his inner instrument, was so rigidly imprinted with his own reality tunnel that he could not see anything outside. The father, on the other hand, saw beauty because of his reality tunnel was, my daughter is talented. Same painting, two different realities. Your Grahanam digests what your Antahkarana allows in. If your inner instrument is frozen, your Antahkarana cannot digest anything new. Listen. Same situation. Two different people will have two different experience and reaction. Same reality, same situation, same happening, same incident. Two different people will have two different experience, reaction of that same reality because both carry a different nervous system. Not only two different people, sometimes even you. A small story, one guy, a villager went to a different village, and while he was coming back, suddenly he saw his house was on fire. He started rolling on the ground and screaming. One of his sons rushed to him and said, "Don't worry, father, that house was sold 2 days before I sold that house. It's not ours." Then this fellow got up and sat, wiped his tears, and he was so relieved, praising his son for such great work. Good, so nice. Wow, I'm feeling relieved. But within 2 minutes, the second son came and told, "Yes, father, we sold, but we have not received the money yet. Money has not yet reached us." That's all. Again, this fellow started rolling on the ground and crying. Same reality, same person, when the cognition is different, the experience, reaction, result, everything is different. When he feels it is mine, his, the reaction is different. When he feels it is not his, the reaction is different. I'll give you one more simple example. Have you ever bought a new car, say red Honda, and suddenly you start seeing red Hondas everywhere? You were always there, your eyes saw them, but your Antahkarana filtered them out because they were not relevant. The moment you bought one, your inner instrument updated its filter, and suddenly your reality was full of red Hondas. This is exactly how your inner instrument works. Your Antahkarana faces two directions. Toward the self, which is pure consciousness, and toward material nature, which is its immediate origin. And between these two directions, there is a filter. This filter is made of bhavas, fundamental predispositions that emerge from gunas of Prakriti. What are these bhavas? The Mrigendra Agama describes 8 bhavas. You can see this card which I am presenting to understand these 8 bhavas. Dharma, virtue. Adharma, non-virtue. Jnana, knowledge. Ajnana, ignorance. Vairagya, dispassion. Vairagya gives you the ability to look from above, observe without getting attached. Avairagya, attachment. Aishwarya, sovereignty, power. And Anaishwarya, lack of sovereignty. These are the 8. I'll repeat. Listen. Dharma, adharma. Dharma means virtue. Adharma means non-virtue. Jnana, knowledge. Ajnana, ignorance. Vairagya, dispassion. Avairagya, attachment. Aishwarya, sovereignty, power. And Anaishwarya, lack of sovereignty. These 8 are the bhavas. These predispositions predispose the person either towards higher knowledge and power or towards lower pleasure and obstacles. This is like a firewall for your nervous system. This is what determines what you see and what you don't see. This is why you walk past opportunities every single day. Not because they are not there, but because your Antahkarana is not trained to see them. Your Antahkarana does not just filter what you see, it filters what you can even imagine is possible for you. Now let me reveal to you the secret of time itself. Modern quantum physics has discovered that time does not exist independently. Time emerges from the subjective quantum measurement decisions made by conscious agents. Listen. Let me reveal to you the secret of time itself. Modern quantum physics has discovered that time does not exist independently. Time emerges from the subjective quantum measurement decisions made by the conscious agents. That is why even Agamas describe Kalabhairava is never separate. He manifests because of Paramashiva. His decisions, the Paramashiva's decisions, Kalabhairava emerges. Each conscious agent creates their personal temporal reality through their own probability assignments. In other words, you are not living in the timeline, you are living in your timeline. Listen, you are not living in the timeline, you are living in your timeline, created by your own observation. The Mrihendragama describes the bhavas, the 8 fundamental predispositions, as your temporal architecture. They determine which timeline you experience. Change your predispositions, you will simply change your timeline. Re-imprint your Antahkarana and you re-imprint your entire temporal reality. Listen. Change your predispositions. You will change your timeline. Re-imprint your Antahkarana and you re-imprint your entire temporal reality. Listen. Only human being can re-imprint Antahkarana. Neither the beings in higher worlds like Swarga, Maha, Jana, Tapa, nor the beings in the lower worlds, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, cannot re-imprint their Antahkarana. Only human beings can re-imprint their Antahkarana. That is why I insist on the importance of the human body and better get enlightened by re-imprinting your Antahkarana when you are in the human body as a human being. All the Antahkaranas, the higher world beings, like Devas, Rishi, Muni, all of them, the Antahkaranas they have is only to enjoy that reality, and they do not have the capacity to re-imprint. For re-imprinting, even they have to come here to Bhuloka as a human being. Sometimes people ask me, recently one person was messaging, Swamiji, if my inner instrument is filtering my reality, how do I know what is real? How do I know if anything is real at all? I told her, this is the eternal question you are asking. The questions asked by rishis in Upanishads, in Agamas, in Shaddarshanas, I am seeing reality. That's what she asked. I told her. You are asking, how do I know if I am seeing reality? But the real question is, how do I know if I am seeing through the filter or beyond it? The question should be changed. The question should be changed. Instead of asking, how do I know if I am seeing reality? If we change the question, how do I know if I am seeing through the filter or beyond it? Then you will find the solution. Actually, 99% of the time, I have to teach people only to ask the right question, they find the solution. When people come with a question, I do not try to answer the question. I just try to make them ask the right question. Question, problem will be solved. The Paushkaragama gives the beautiful answer. The answer is Grahanam, the power of cognizing. It is the soul's innate ability. But this ability is currently directed at the wrong objects. It is directed at the objects created by your bhavas, your predispositions. So here is the answer. You cannot think your way past the filter. Bhavas, your predispositions. So here is the answer. You cannot think your way past the filter. You cannot analyze your way to reality because the filter is your thinking. The filter is your analyzing. You must relax. You must soften. You must unclutch. You must observe the observer. You must observe the cognition without cognizing. The being who is cognizing should be observed without getting diverted into the things which is cognized. You must enter the state where the Antahkarana cognizes itself. Antahkarana stops filtering and starts receiving in its pure form. That state is called madhurya, gentleness, softness. When you are gentle with yourself, the filter loosens. When you are gentle with yourself, the bhava settles. And when the bhava settles, Grahanam, the power of cognizing, functions perfectly. Stop trying to see reality. Start relaxing into it. listen. The essence of what I want to convey with today's satsang, Grahanam, power of cognizing. Be soft on you. Cognize who is cognizing without getting distracted into the things cognized. Observe the observer without getting diverted into the things observed. Sit in that. You will achieve, manifest the ultimate. I'll expand further in further satsangs. Today, I have beautiful two great digital gifts from Mahakailasa for all of you. First is the Causing Reality, a digital book. And the second is Live 24 of Vididi Kalpavriksha, Banyan Tree, the boon giving tree. The live link. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings to every one of you. And also Chitra Nakshatram. Many Kailasas have conducted the Chitra Nakshatram Puja, means receiving the devotees with Pada Puja, offering them Annada with Guru Puja, Kailasa Malay, Kailasa Angeles, Kailasa City, Kailasa United Kingdom, Kailasa France, Kailasa Malaysia, Kailasa Salem. All these ashrams, all these Kailasas have offered Chitra Nakshatram Puja and received the devotees with Pada Puja, seeing them as me, seeing me in them, and offering puja to all of them, and Annadana. I am so happy, and I am blessing all these Kailasas and those devotees who did it. All those devotees who did this seva, this puja, I accept directly and bless you all with Parama Shivas, Parama Sannitya in you, with you forever. Paramatvaita Praptiras. I am so happy this has started. You guys don't know how great benefits this is going to do for the individual and for those who come. Those who do and those who receive, for both, it will do great goods. It will do Paramatvaita. And all those who have washed the feet of devotees with humility, who have invited them into your homes and temples with love, who have offered Pada Puja to them, who have served them Annadanam with utmost devotion, know this truth. The living embodiment of Paramashiva, I myself came to you as those very devotees. I accepted all your devotion, all your puja, and all your Annadanam directly. Every foot, you washed was my foot. Every plate you served was served to me. Every heart that welcomed the devotees welcomed me into your homes and Kailasas, and I live inside you, with you, always protecting you, guiding you, supporting you, manifesting what you want. I bless you all with completion and fulfillment and Paramatvaita. And all the Tiruvannamalai PSS participants who did the Pada Puja and doing work for Guru Purnima, blessings to all of you. திருவண்ணாமலையில இந்த அருமையான சேவையை, பக்தியை, பூஜையை செய்த குரு பூர்ணிமைக்கும் தயாராயிட்டு இருக்கிற அன்பர்கள் உங்க அத்தனை பேருக்கும் பூரண ஆசிகள். பரமாத்வைத பிராப்திரஸ். எல்லா நன்மையும் பெற்று பெருவாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். வாழையடி வாழையென ஆள்போல் தழைத்து அருகுபோல் வேரூன்றி மூங்கில் போல் சுற்றம் சூழ 16 பெற்று பரமசிவ பரமானந்தத்தோடு பெருவாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்களாக. Blessings to everyone. Blessings.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासनपीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय